Hi, I'm Will Friedle, and welcome to Painters Guild. Now, if you're anything like me, you love to play games that involve minis, but you spend all this time creating a character, and then you can't find the perfect mini to capture it. So what are you supposed to do? Take a bunch of different minis and break them all apart and put them together into a whole new one? Uh-huh. It's a specialized technique known as kit bashing. Kit bashing, taking a bunch of this and a little bit of that and some of this and making a whole new thing. So we're gonna need somebody very specialized in this technique, and he's gonna join us right now. Please help me welcome Albert Lopez. Thanks for coming, have a seat. So kit bashing.
Yeah, man, just take a little piece of this, little piece of that, put it together. Couple rounds of green stuff later, you've got an awesome new custom miniature. And when you bust that thing out at like a dungeon crawl, when everybody's got their store-bought miniature, and you bust out your custom fig, it's like suddenly you got everybody's attention at the table.
I can see that custom fig, even that I'm digging.
We got our own lingo.
We got our own lingo. Well, let's start and check out some of the stuff now. Are all these bashed?
Every single thing you see here is a kit bash from my Warhammer 8th Edition Fantasy Army. I play Tomb Kings.
All right, well, let's start. Actually, I want to start with this guy just because he's really cool.
Yeah, this is a converted bone giant. I took these old school undead lances and used them as the arrows. Custom built my own green stuff fletching for the arrows, which this is one of the first green stuff things I ever did, so it's a little rough. And then the
yeah, it only looks perfect on most of it.
And then for the giant bow, I used a dark elf bolt thrower and then just straightened a paperclip for the bowstring.
Very cool. So that's one, and then I gotta grab some of the big ones.
This is the one I'm really excited to talk about. This is my most complex kit bash. This is the most complex kit bash I've ever done. This is for something in the undead army known as a Harrow Titan, and it's a figure that they never made. So they had this really awesome rule for this creature in the rule book, but they never made a figure for it.
Okay.
Right, so I had some bits left over. That's actually the tail section of a 40K Tyrannid, because I thought it looked kind of Egyptian and serpentine.
Absolutely.
So put some skulls all over it. But then the thing I'm the most proud of in this whole conversion is the scales. The scales
Looking
of
at the scales are sick.
Yeah, it's a banner top for the center. This metal piece is a bow. All the actual scale measures themselves are made from shields. And I took undead archers and just cut their bows in half and used that as the piece that holds the scale. And then it's like weighing this like flame in one end, which is like a human soul, and then there's a feather. It's weighed against a feather in the other one, so it kind of goes.
So you look at a mini and go, "Wow, I could use pieces of it for that, for that, for that, for that." I look at it and go, "I have to paint that." All right. Well, you know what? I'm guessing my attempt is not going to be half as good as the stuff that's here.
Oh, dude, we're gonna make something awesome.
But you're going to guide me through it. So hey, let's smock up. Once again, we are smocked, locked, and ready to rock. So here we go. Walk us through it, because this is your ball game here. I don't know what we're doing. So
today,
what's the plan?
Today we're gonna do a pretty simple but awesome kit bash. We have a really cool female fighter. She's got this really awesome sword. She has this really gorgeous sculpted head and this ponytail. But we're gonna get rid of all of that. We're gonna put a different weapon in her hand.
Okay.
And we're gonna put this really cool Spartan helmet from this other female fighter. We're gonna cut that off of there. It's gonna be a little tricky because there's not a lot of room around the neck and shoulders. So it's gonna be a little bit of a trick to dig that out of there, but it's completely possible. And we're gonna stick that on this armored body, and we're gonna give her, from the weapon sprue, we're gonna give her this really awesome warhammer. And she is going to do some serious damage.
Which
one's
the
She's going to be like a paladin.
This the one?
Yeah, it's that one right there. The one that's got the spike on one end and the blunt.
Well, I was going to name her, but if we're going to cut her head off, I don't want to name her.
Oh no, wait till we build her.
I'm still going to name her. I'm going to name her Nancy Joe.
Nancy Joe? That's a really good paladin name.
I'm going to name her
Nancy Joe.
Nancy
Fear
Joe.
in the hearts of orcs.
I'm going to name her
everywhere.
Nancy Joe. She was one of the members of Facts of Life.
Oh, okay.
That's what it's going to be.
That's right. You take the good, you take the bad.
You take them all, and then you have
the facts of life.
Cutting off heads of minis.
Well, you know, that's the kit bashes of life right there.
There we go. I love it.
So we're going to get started. Since this is going to be our main body, so what we want to do is we want to go through and just make sure we have all the little bits of flash and like these little mold bits. We're going to make sure we get rid of those.
Yeah,
we're going to take
we learned that last year.
Trusty tweezers.
Going back to basics here for us.
Little bit of basics, but you know, you got to keep.
That's important. We got to
keep it sharp. So any of these mold lines, you can see sometimes like in the ponytail here, it's like sometimes hard to tell what is a mold line and what isn't.
Yeah,
but let's see.
I think I got most of it off already. There wasn't too much. There's usually not too much on there.
So you use your clippers to get all those bits off and then take in the file just to make sure that when we undercoat it, you can't see any of those blemishes.
And we just want to file where we've just cut off
Yeah,
all
where
the
you've
flash.
cut or where you see anything that like kind of under the sword arm, there's a little bit of flash like sort of under, you can barely see it.
How much do we need to clean up?
So
I think I'm
pretty
good,
much,
right?
I think we're about ready now.
Can you
I
check
think
my work? Check my
yeah,
work?
let's
Check
take a
my
look
work?
at this here. Got a little piece right here on the handle.
Oh, I
There
didn't
we
see
go.
that little
Yeah,
piece.
See? All right, go for that. Get
Just
that.
yanking on my mini.
No,
You can't
so
just
I'm
be
not doing-
ripping stuff off of Nancy
Never,
Joe. Come on.
Would never yank on another man's mini.
Come
just,
on.
Just
well,
need to say that right now.
I think we found our hashtag for the week, ladies and
Not
gentlemen.
gonna happen.
That's a good thing to know. Covering Nancy Joe's ears.
I know, right? Sorry, Nancy Joe.
Good. Alrighty.
Yeah, it's looking good.
It is.
Cool.
She looks good.
Perfect. All right, she looks so beautiful
Okay.
that we are gonna just make like the Red Queen and just off with her head.
Okay, I want to watch you do this first.
Okay.
Because
So we're gonna start with, we wanna actually save that ponytail. I like the hair, I like the way it's sculpted, the way it comes off the shoulder. So we're gonna try and
head off, but save her hair.
We're gonna try and clip under the ponytail like that. Now it's sort of flying free. You don't really need to clip it. It can just break right off.
Oh, you want to break it off, but
Yeah.
you want to save it.
There you
Oh my
go.
God.
There you
Oh
go.
my God. Okay.
Beautiful. And then you should be able to bend it, and it should come right off.
There we
Beauty,
go.
eh?
Okay.
Yeah, set that off to the
save
side.
her
Okay, so
ponytail.
now let's remove the head. So it's gonna get a little savage here, folks. Anyone
Okay.
under the age of 12 may want to leave the room. All right, so
Just had the entire room leave.
we're gonna keep the flat part of the cutters to the body, to the neck.
Oh,
so then you
Nancy
put it
Joe.
right against the neck right there, and then just squeeze. You're gonna see the head sort of go back a little bit.
Oh,
like that.
Nancy Joe. Oh, her head went back.
Oh my God.
Oh, the humanity.
Okay. So then we're gonna go in again, right? Go in with those clippers again, and then if you give it a clip and a little twist,
Oh, you're clipping and twisting.
you're gonna get a little more separation there. There you go. And then come around the back. We're gonna come around the back,
Horrifying to look at.
and you see how notice this time I'm lining it up with the shoulder, sort of inward, keeping the flat part against.
The flat part's up now.
No, the blade is still
Oh,
is still down.
Gotcha.
But I'm cutting. If you want to look over here, I'm cutting into the shoulder, sort of coming in at a special angle, so that again that shoulder pauldron's preserved, kind of clipping down into the collarbone, as it were.
On the opposite side
Yeah.
of the
Yeah, exactly
like that, right?
Yep. Right, and then I'm coming around the back.
I have her head off.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm just barely a half a step behind you here.
Oh, Nancy
There we
Joe.
go. Okay.
Oh, Nancy Joe.
So, got us a headless fig. Let's take our file. We want to make the surface of the neck nice and flat. Take out any.
So you're doing it with some.
Yeah, I'm putting some
force.
pressure on there. I'm putting a little bit of pressure.
Alrighty.
You know, this is out of all the things we're going to need to file, this will probably be one of the easiest aspects because we're holding on it to an entire miniature. Here in a bit,
Right.
you know, we're just going to be holding a head here in a second, filing the head, and then later we're going to be holding weapons and like filing a bit of a weapon. So it's going to get smaller and smaller.
Smaller and smaller head filing. Mm-hmm. It's an odd day here at Painters
It's very, very odd, but awesome. Kit bashing rules, man.
This is much more intricate work than we're used to.
Oh yeah, it gets even more intricate, my friend.
So this is the easy part.
It's the easy part.
So we want it flat, right?
You want the neck part flat, and you just want to make sure that you've preserved that space between. We're digging out like a little trench between the neck and the shoulder, so that bit is preserved. It's going to make all the difference when that new head goes on there. Oh yeah, dude, you got it. It looks
Yeah?
amazing.
Sweet.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, so we got our headless body right here. Now what we need is a head to go on it. So
Okay.
let's take this other one. Now this one, to get this thing off, like we have to go digging. Like
is
we're gonna
Melinda,
have
by
to
the
dig
way.
this out. Melinda,
Yeah.
okay. Hey Melinda, how's it going?
She's not well.
She's not looking forward to
No.
this.
Do I need the old head?
No. With the
don't?
old head, we don't need anymore. We can
don't?
set that aside. If you have like this really cool Chaos Champion who needs a mountain of skulls to stand on, you
Oh,
could
nice.
like use something
You
like
could just
that.
have
So I always
a
like
pile of Nancy Joe's heads.
I
That's
always
horrifying.
like to keep spare bits. You never know when you're gonna need that
So
for down
you
the road.
spend a lot of time cutting heads off miniatures, and then you like to save the spare bits. It's Albert.
Yeah, the Dexter of
Congratulations.
miniature gaming.
Exactly. Yeah. Do you
all
have a
right.
tiny miniature little kill room? Is there just a
Oh,
little,
you
just
know
nice,
too many
like
secrets about me.
perfectly tiny little room that's all saran wrapped off?
This man knows too many secrets.
Exactly.
About me. All right, so
this
so
one's more
keeping
intricate.
keeping the flat part towards the fig.
Okay, so down
towards
this
the head
time.
always. Yeah, we're going to be facing down. We're going to make sure that one end of the scissor goes directly under the helmet, and the other side is completely flush with where the helmet meets the cape. So just give it a pinch like that. Here's the only
Do you
place.
hear miniature screaming? Because I hear miniature screaming.
Sometimes I wish they wouldn't scream
Okay,
though, but
I
it
know.
just it keeps me up at night. So now we're going to flip them over to where we got the flat end down, and
Yep.
we're just going to clip this little ponytail in the back here. We're just going to cut that. There we go. Nice and separate. And then now, since we're not using this fig, we're just going to bend the sword arm back so that we can have the best.
Can we just take the sword off?
You could, yeah. In fact, you could save that. Like, that's a great scythe for a chariot wheel. All right, so
Your head works different than most people, sir. So did you keep you?
So,
you just cut it.
I just made room because I don't think I'm going to be able to bend this back by hand. I think I'm going to need to just cut into it.
This is for you.
Oh, sweet. I
There you
got
go.
2 of them. Yes.
There you go.
Santa got my letter. All right, so now we're going to go back
Santa
over
got
here.
your letter and went, "What the hell is this
What
kid
is wrong
talking
with
about?"
him?
Mrs.
All right.
Claus, he wants heads and legs.
All right, so you want to be super careful. I just kind of cut into the helmet a little bit, so I'm
don't do that.
going to want to repair that. But we're going to go just
Wait,
under.
now your other side.
Yeah, so we're other side.
Sword
flat
side.
No, flat side to the helmet.
side.
There we go. Now her head should break right off. Yeah, there you go.
Did broke right
Bam.
off. Did I do okay?
Yeah, it looks great. What we're going to do is we're going to take the clippers and we're going to try and smooth away as much of that as possible, and then we're just going to go in and scoop as much of this out with the clippers as we can.
As much of what out with
As much of the excess metal from under the helmet as we possibly can with the clippers. So it just sort of looks like this. Watching to make sure you preserve the detail of that helmet.
All right, like that.
Perfect. Yeah, so leaving a little bit of a divot between where the mohawk is and where the
Yep.
base of the helmet is.
Gotcha.
So then,
Now we file.
yeah, we're going to file. You can use the tweezers if you want. I'm perfectly fine just holding it.
Yeah.
And then just go in there.
And you got like big old hands. too.
Yeah, I got the big meat hooks.
Yeah,
So
not me. I've got little dainty hands.
yeah, so this is a difficult hobby for me because of the meat hooks.
Now it feels like we're just holding hands, kind of creepy.
Oh, well,
Just for the record. How much do we want to do? Do I want to do more than that?
Yeah, you just get it. Try and get through as many of the folds as you can. If you see like folds off to the side, you want to get it as much of a
smooth and
smooth
flat as you
purpose as
possibly
possible.
can.
With her shield and everything, I think it would look cool if she were kind of facing us for like a 3/4. And in order to do that, we're gonna have to drill into the figure, and we're gonna have to make sure that we drill like at a proper top angle. We don't want to actually drill in like this. We want to make sure we drill straight down in like this.
Okay.
Before we get to the drilling though, there's actually one more piece of this miniature that I find really interesting that I want to talk about for a second. And that's if you look at the back of the figure, she's just got this bare scabbard right here.
Yeah.
So it's going to be kind of weird, in my opinion, to cut this sword off
And not have
anything in the scabbard. So let's take our clippers. We're going to make sure we preserve the fingers. We don't want to cut into any of her fingers, but we also don't want to leave any of that weapon on there. Be very careful. Make sure that you don't lose this is a itty bitty piece we got right here. So you just want to make sure that you.
And you want to keep the itty bitty piece?
Yeah, we're going to keep that itty bitty piece right there. Okay, we're going to do something really cool.
You're going to put the sword in the scabbard, aren't you? Wow.
We're going to put the sword in the scabbard. And there's a specific way we're going to do that. It's going to be super cool.
All right, so what's the next step?
We want to take these rough, I'm already dropping these pieces. We want to take these rough edges here and just file them down. You want to make sure that both ends are as flat as you can make them.
I'm going to tweezer this.
Yeah, you can totally tweezer it. In fact, that's a really good idea. It'll help.
Now, is this a case of maybe cutting is not a good idea and we should just file, or should I definitely cut?
Let me take a look at what you got there. Yeah, I would say you probably want to cut, but don't cut with the pinch, like cut against the pinch.
that way.
Yeah, there you go. Try and get it as close to the tip as possible so that you're cutting minimal amount off. And you should get a nice flat surface. Yeah, there you go, and then just file that down. And that bad boy should be all set.
All right, so there we go.
So the last bit we're going to convert for our paladin, our lady paladin here, is we're going to give her a really awesome weapon. So let's take a look at our weapon sprue here. We got all kinds of bits. We got axes, we got swords. But I think this sort of cavalry hammer, this
Like
piece
he had
that's
in
going
Braveheart for part of
yeah,
it?
exactly.
So wait, cut off all the way at the bottom?
Just cut the hammer off at the base where it meets the molding bit, and we're going to cut more of the handle off here in a second. We don't need to worry about that piece right now.
Okay.
Now we're going to take a look at this other piece, and we're going to get this axe. We're going to rob the pommel off of this one. Clip that off of there. We're going to get a little bit of a flat surface, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our file, make sure we're doing the flat side down with the file, and we're just going to try and put the bulbous shape back into this pommel and get rid of like the flat top. So we're kind of going around to sort of preserve that light bulb shape to this pommel. It's gonna be a little bit of a challenge because we got to hit it from multiple angles and make sure that we're not filing too hard in any one direction so that any part of it turns flat. We don't want that. So now, the last little bit of snip we're going to do is we want to get that pauldron. So we're going to go right to the base of the axe.
You're going just for the little jewel.
We're just getting the jewel because we're going
Yeesh.
to put that on. We're going to put that on the bottom part of her hand.
So flat
flat side
towards...
down, and you want to make sure that you go up to the rings. You know, there's like these two little rings.
Yep.
And you want to make sure you save those. Don't get rid of those.
Right.
And then once you're happy with it, a little snip. And then this is where it gets a little tricky. You got to kind of get in there, and this is
where it gets a little tricky.
A fine little bit of sanding. So when that bit is ready, set it down, and now we have all of our pieces to make our awesome.
Can I ask you a
paladin.
random question, just kind of
Absolutely.
out of nowhere? Have you ever eaten half a pickle and put the other half away?
Can't say I've ever done that.
Thank you very much.
Can't say I've ever done that. If a person's ever eaten half a pickle and was like, this isn't my thing, I want to get rid of it, that's cool. But
How would you get
storing
rid of it?
Well, I would probably put it in the nearest trash, or, you know, if I'm hanging with homies and like we're all having beers, I might be anybody else want the rest of this.
What are
I
the
wouldn't
chances
do,
of you opening the jar and putting the pickle back and then closing the jar and putting
after I've already eaten,
after you've
it?
eaten half of it.
Ooh, I would have to be a bachelor with no social life, living at home, eating ramen out of a shoe.
That's all I needed. You know what? While we're doing that, this is a perfect time to cut to a pro tip. We're going to cut to Brian Merlongi, or crazy bachelor guy who eats ramen out of his shoe, because that's a good example.
The hell's his problem?
Brian, do me a favor. Tell us something we already know.
No.
All right, well, we gave it a try. Thanks, Brian. All right, let's get back to it.
All right, so what I have here are all the bits we're gonna need to make this really awesome female paladin.
Okay, I think I've got the same ones, luckily.
Excellent. So we're gonna take our citadel, our drill.
Okay.
Then we're gonna get the smallest drill bit. We're gonna get the
smallest one,
Yeah,
okay.
the teeniest one on there.
Yeesh.
When we're drilling, you don't want to like drill down with this thing. It can be a little bit dangerous. It can slip out of the pewter. It could go right into your hand. So I like to keep both of my palms on the table.
Okay.
Find a part that goes straight down into the fig and try and keep it as much to the center of where the neck area is. So don't be too off to one side
You
or
get
too
like
too
one
far to the
shot
back.
at this, don't you?
Yeah, you know, you have to just kind of do it a little bit at a time because the drill bit might have the tendency to travel on you. So once you've got it set, you'll want to start applying a little more pressure as you twist, a little more, and you'll start seeing the metal come out of the fig in like little ribbons.
It does want to travel, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a little tricky.
How deep do we want to make the hole?
You probably want to go maybe 1/4 of an inch, maybe, or half. It's probably about 1/4 of an inch right there. So to continue to twirl the drill but pull, that'll help clear the hole out that you're drilling into. If you just like sort of twist it and pull, you're getting all those metal flakes out of there.
Might be about 1/4 of an inch in now.
Okay, cool. I'd say the body is about right. So now we're gonna.
Do you want to check? Check my work?
Yeah, let's check that out. Yeah, that's perfect. In fact, you're more dead to center than I am. There's Will's and there's mine. He did it way better than me, and I've been doing this for years.
Oh, just beginner's
so.
luck.
Yeah, right. All right, so now we're gonna take the.
This is where I messed the whole thing
We're
up.
gonna take the head.
Okay.
And we're gonna put the drill kind of. If you can see where I'm doing, it's like just where you would imagine the spinal column to be. So it's like.
Okay, so it's kind
Kind
of
of
back a little.
Kind of back in the middle.
Like
not too,
something
not
like
too far forward.
that.
Yeah, that's perfect. So to set the hole, we're gonna drill towards the flat surface.
What do you mean to drill towards the flat surface?
See, so remember how earlier I said that I wanted to go in at an angle like this, but
Oh,
just to
yeah.
just to set the hole, we're gonna go in straight like this.
Okay.
So once you've created that little knot, we're gonna adjust then to the right.
How naughty did you go?
Yeah, just a little bit. You see that?
So you went kind of in the middle more than I did. Should I like?
Let me see.
So I didn't really start.
Oh yeah,
I was
go
going there.
a
Should I
little further up. There you go. That's where you want it. Yeah,
Okay.
that's where you want. There you go. And it's okay if you feel that you've drilled in like the wrong spot, you can readjust, you can re-drill. It's totally fine.
You don't have to try to make me feel better.
It's okay, man. I
get
know how
it.
sensitive you are.
I get it.
Now that we've got the knot in there, we're gonna adjust our angle to where, if you see what I'm doing, I'm trying to drill like straight in like that, where we're at like an extreme angle, because we want that chin to be
Wait,
pointing
now we're
down.
going straight, but you want to go this way?
Yeah, I want to tilt it a little bit to where we're keeping the point of that chin straight down.
Straight down.
right?
Okay.
We want to go about the same distance in, about a quarter of an inch, and you can see here, you can see those metal flakes. If you're, if you do like I do, and you do this stuff over like food a lot, you want to be very careful that metal flakes do not end up in your food.
Wait, stop.
If you're doing your hobby and you got your food off to the side and you're multitasking, you just gotta be
You'll
careful.
eat while drilling pewter figurines?
Sometimes, you know, you got to drill and pin and eat on the run. You know what I mean? You got so much stuff going on.
I would suggest maybe separating those two, just in the future. So
It's tasty.
It's tasty, he says, as he's twitching all over the place. Are we good?
I think we're good. I think we're about ready to move on to the next step. I want to say a little something about pinning real quick, because you usually use paper clips.
Okay.
I tend to use paper clips for all pinning. You do not want to clip these paper clips with your soft metal cutters.
You don't?
Yeah, you do not. If you try and use these, you're gonna actually damage. You're gonna actually damage these clippers. You'll get like this little divot in there. Where,
Not clipper divot.
you end up with clipper divot.
Clipper divot is the
that's
hashtag clipper divot.
Yeah,
That's the
hashtag
worst.
clipper divot. You're going to end up
The
spending a lot of money on
worst.
clippers. So you actually want to use like legit wire cutters. You know, the kind of stuff you could get at like a hardware store to actually cut the paper clip here. There you go, sir. And first thing I like to do is I unfold like about a quarter of it, and then I just sort of measure. I try and get my measurements with the piece, so I see how deep.
And it goes into the head first, not the body.
You know, we'll probably want to glue it into the head first. That way we can set. It's a little easier to set the head on the body if it's glued to the pin. We're probably going to want to take about maybe like I'd say a half inch of
So
pin.
how much
maybe
of it
less.
should stick out?
You probably don't want it to stick out past the level of like the chin, like where the chin dips down, and then clip it, and it should be good. There we go.
This might not be long enough. Yeah, that's not going to be long enough, is it?
No, you're going to want more than that. See, I do about and see about that much.
Now it seems a little big.
Whoops.
Is that too big?
See, we can always trim it if we feel that it is, but I think that might actually be the perfect size. But we'll see here.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, brilliant. So now we're gonna get the piece pinned into the head.
So head first.
Yeah, head first. We're gonna glue the head first. So I'm gonna grab some super glue.
As long as it's not a glue gun.
No, it's not a glue gun. It's not a glue gun. This is this.
I don't do well with glue guns.
No, it was never meant to be used by man. Glue guns are foul.
Oh, we got the Superglue Activator too.
All right.
The problem with this though is it makes the glue less sticky. It's not as strong a contact is what I've heard.
Oh.
It hardens it super quick if you use an activator, but it doesn't harden it as well as if you just let it naturally dry. So it's a good thing to know.
Yeah,
we
that
learned
is a
that
good
last
thing, yeah.
season. It still works really well, but it doesn't work as well if you just let it dry. But this is impatience in a can. Just
Good
so you know.
take. All right. So next thing we're going to want to do is glue the pin into the helmet. Now this is tricky. We want to make sure that when the glue sets and dries, that the pin is at the right angle. Because sometimes when you put a pin in there, it can
Gets a little wobbly.
It can lean to one side.
So how do you do that?
So you just kind of do it by eye. First, take your glue and just put a little bitty dab of glue over the drilled hole, just a little bit in there. You just want to kind of fill it. Then take the peg, set that in there. And then you're just going to want to eyeball it from all different angles. Make sure that when you look straight down on it, that it looks straight. Look at it from the side. For the sake of speeding this lesson up a little bit, we're going to take some of this accelerant. This doesn't take much. Just a little dab. There you go. Just a little bit. Make sure your skin is not in contact with any glue when that spray hits your skin.
It's an important safety tip.
Very sure of that. Beautiful. All you need is one little spray.
I mean,
and then this stuff is alcohol based, so it'll dissolve pretty quick. It'll evaporate pretty quick.
that's strong stuff.
Yeah, it is. Whew.
So now what are we doing?
All right, so we're just going to set it in there and make sure that we like the angle. Like I said before, I've got mine at a slight like 3/4 angle, so she's kind of looking towards the direction of the shield.
Oh, see, yeah, if it's like a glove. Come on.
It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. It's perfect. It's
perfect.
Great.
So it's Melinda on Nancy Joe's body.
Do we call her Melinda Joe, or what do we call her now?
I guess if you want to just be that black and white with it. I think it'd be a whole new person.
It would be.
I'm going to call her Karen.
Karen, I like it.
This is Karen Ridgeway from Syosset, New York.
It's very specific.
Yeah, well, she's got a specific backstory.
Is that someone that you went to high school with?
Nope.
Maybe didn't want to go to the prom with you?
Nope. No, everybody else didn't want to go to the prom with me. Karen would have gone.
Karen would have gone. She would have brought the hammer.
She would have. She's a part-time librarian, part-time receptionist, and all alcoholic, unfortunately. Yeah, she's got a problem.
Sounds like An interesting
No, Karen's got a
cocktail
problem.
of train
That's
wreck
why
there.
she wears the mask. What's next, mister?
All right, so we've got our miniature. She's got her head attached. We're gonna let that dry. She'll be good, and then for the
from
next
there.
episode, we'll be putting all the accessories and all the weapons on her.
All right, perfect. So I think when we let her dry is a perfect chance to wrap this one up here. I want to thank you again, Albert, for coming and joining us.
My pleasure.
Join us next week for the last episode of Season 2, where we are going to finish up our kit bashing mini, where we're throwing a whole bunch of minis together and making one really cool tank mini, which is pretty awesome. So please join us for that, and remember, every great masterpiece starts with a single brushstroke. Thanks, everybody.